Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about a not so pleasant subject, but well, I have to bring it up, I think, since this morning I looked at my little what's its name? Epicatleya miva etoile noir, which I thought was doing quite well, with a lot of new pseudobulbs and some new sheath. And this variety's sheath always produces flowers no matter what season it is. So it's a flowering machine and it's a beautiful plant to have. But well, I found something today, and I did find Boisduval scale, and I've been talking a lot about scale and that I've got scale on a lot of my cattleyas, mostly cattleyas. And Boisduval scale is the most damaging pest insect on orchids, especially cattleya type orchids, as you can see. And it can spread and it can kill a whole plant if it's not taken care of at an early stage. So, as you can see here, I just saw this pseudobulb has gotten yellow. It's turned yellow, and I just wonder why. And then I looked. Can you see it? Can you see the white cluster of soggy cotton-like stuff here? And it's killed the whole pseudobulb. So you can see how damaging it really is, this Boisduval scale. And it has also attacked the pseudobulb next to it a little bit, but I think this one is gonna manage. I can save this one, but well, it's the oldest pseudobulbs, as you can see, and the fragile ones, the weak ones. And it also attacks fresh pseudobulbs. This one is my little let's see here, Dendrobium mariae. And this one I have a little bit rough time with, since it's lost all of its leaves all the time and it never seemed to grow properly for me. But lately it's been producing quite a lot of good roots and this larger cane, and I was so happy to see its progress until I saw the yellow patches on the new fragile leaves here. As you can see, this is a damage Boisduval scale can make to an orchid. And as I think Dendrobium orchids, especially this, I don't know if it's a black hair type, or well, perhaps it is a black hair type. They don't really like to be sprayed with pesticides. The leaves are falling off and get strange coloration on it. So I don't want to spray it with pesticide. So what to do? I took a cotton of rubbing alcohol and rubbed the female scale away, since it's the female scales that are sitting on top of the leaves and making the ugly patches. And she's got her babies, her seed, underneath her, so she covers it. So when you spray it with a pesticide, it only hits the female, the large one, the large scale, and the little children are still alive and kicking underneath it, so they can still spread. So you really have to take it away. You have to rub it off. You can't just spray a plant. You have to get rid of what you can see before. As you can see here, there's a new one, and it was yesterday I rubbed this particular leaf with rubbing alcohol. So, well, when they get hold of a plant, they get hold of a plant. You want to see this one? It's a cattleya. This one has never been doing so great for me, at least not since it's been repotted. Yeah, but it's coming on now with 2 new growths, but they're quite weak. But as you can see, a little bit of scale here, and in between the leaves, there's a little bit more scale. So, and I removed all of the sheath since they're prone to hide underneath the sheath. This one, I'm going to get rid of this one, but not this time. Nothing was under it this time, but yeah, you should always get rid of the oldest sheath here on the canes. That's where they like to hide. And here's another cattleya. It's been having scale so many times throughout the years. As you can see, it's still got it, even though I look at it every day. And yeah, you can see here a little bit underneath the leaf here, a little bit of scale, and on the newest leaves you can find some patches of the brown little ring there with a white spot in it. I removed it yesterday, so as you can see, it's it's quite a lot of work to get rid of the scale. And scale also loves Vanda orchids. As you can see, my Princess Miss Mikasa blue. Yeah, it's lying there. What do I see? Scale and scale. And after a while, the leaves turn yellow and fall off on a Vanda. So I usually spray it. And that, yeah, it does the trick, at least for a while. It helps a Vanda a little bit longer. But on a cattleya, yeah, it's really difficult to get rid of it. So, yeah, so they suggest that you spray the orchid a couple of times in a couple of weeks and then isolate it. And then after that repot it. But if you live in an apartment, a small apartment, with not so much space, there's not much you can do with it. You want to keep your orchids, you want to keep them in the sunlight. Yeah, it's not easy to isolate 30 orchids. Where shall I put them? So yeah, I just have to keep up with my work, and I know the orchids that's got it. It's almost always the same orchids that gets the scale attack. So I have to just be careful with them and yeah, keep up the good work. So now you know what I'm talking about when I mention scale. Okay, I think, yeah, that's all for today. And yeah, it wasn't a very cheerful movie, but yeah, I think it's necessary to make a movie like this every now and then as well. But okay, have a nice day and thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.